Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly. A very happy day out there to everybody. Today is my favorites video for the month of August. I'm so excited to sit down and get into this. Some of it is new, some of it is not new, and some of it has been replaced, but a lot of it has stayed or is staying. I don't know, but if you're curious to see what has stayed, what is new, and what I kind of flipped out for a new favorite, go ahead and stay tuned because we're going to put some makeup on the face. Just so you know, this is the second time that I have filmed this because I didn't like the first one. So I've made some decisions, a couple things I didn't, I couldn't pick between the two of them. If this is your first time watching one of my favorites video, I don't like to pick favorites, but I like favorites. Anyways, I will talk about my skincare. Because did I do a full video? I'm pretty sure I did a full video on this. This is the go-to face hero face oil. This is all I have on for my skincare. I've been loving this just under my foundation. But I also, I put sunscreen on, but it's also like a primer. But I love that face oil because it hydrates and it plumps my skin. It keeps my skin protected and from drying out all day. I definitely notice when I don't use it. And I've really just been using that. Sometimes I put an eye cream on first and then the face oil, but today I just put the face oil on because that's all I needed. Anyways, I love the face oil. I wanted to give it a mention because it's a favorite. Anyways, the primer, it's not supposed to be a primer. It's a SPF face moisturizer, but it's a fantastic primer. This is the Cotz face moisture. It's face moisturizer. Had a lot of coffee shirt on, and I'm really busy and behind on my time. But anyways, this has SPF 35. This is a Hydrate and Protect Mineral Sunscreen for the face. This is a fantastic primer. It blurs my pores. It adds a little bit more hydration. Not that I need it because that face oil is absolutely amazing, but it does add more moisture to my skin. But it protects my skin. Actually, shoot. Should have pulled my hair back. I took a shower last night because we have a lot to do today, and I just did the rest of my hair like it was messy. But anyways, I haven't gotten a single sunburn all summer. My face has been very well protected. I love this sunscreen so much. And it's so good. I mean, I can skip a step and just use my sunscreen as my primer, and I have never had such beautiful makeup days. And no surprise, my favorite foundation has not changed. The Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. I have mine in the shade 120. This is my favorite foundation. I cannot stop using it. It is fantastic. I have never, and I mean never, had such an amazing experience with the foundation. I did have to tweak it. I don't like it with pore filling primers, and I will say, yes, I just ranted and raved about the Cotz like minimizing my pores and filling my fine lines and everything, but that's not what it's supposed to do. I'm talking the primers that are supposed to be pore fillers. Those, I don't like it with this. This foundation does say that it blurs your pores and fills your fine lines on its own, and I think it absolutely does. I think that claim is perfect. It does say that it's a matte foundation. It's like a natural matte because I definitely still have a little bit of like natural glowiness coming through, and I didn't use a glowy primer, so I like it. I like the way it applies it up. Doesn't matter what I use. I am using my sponge today just because I really like my sponge and I remembered to wet it. But it does really well with the just my fingertips or a brush if that's the way you choose to do it. I am self-tanning and my tanner has not developed fully yet because that's the kind of day that we're having. But anyways, I love this. I get a very long wear out of it as far as like throughout the day, and then I've slept in it like as a nap. I mean, I don't sleep in my like foundation overnight, but I did have a nap with it on. It blurs my pores. It makes my skin look like skin. It's beautiful. It's long wearing and it doesn't move. It doesn't I always have movement in here. Well, that wasn't dried down. It probably did move that. But I always have movement, increasing and settling in my fine lines, or not my fine lines, I mean, yes, but my smile line. I smile a lot. I'm a smiler, and it's very, very deep. There it is. It doesn't crease, settle, separate. It's beautiful. And this is another foundation. I don't have to set it, but I am going to set it because I am in a very big hurry today. I wasn't supposed to film today. But anyways, I still love the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural and Light. This is by MAC. I really like this one. I think it does a... Oh, wait. We don't want to powder the face yet. We want to do concealer. Let's do concealer. So I still... This is another favorite that has not switched out. This is a Catrice Camouflage Cream Wake Up Effect. This is like a pink salmon-y kind of thing. I love this so much. I think it's like $7 or $8, but with allergies, I'm very purple and right in the inner corner quite a bit. And I also have hooded eyes. So I have this shadow on the outer corner here, and I've been hitting that spot as well. And it's really, really been just... I think opening up and brightening my eyes so much. So I definitely recommend this if you have allergies or if you have, you know, that hooded shadow, I guess, is the best way I guess I could explain that. But I do use a brush, use a brush to kind of apply it, but I just tap it out with my finger. It warms up really nice to the skin. I will say too that it is kind of on the thinner side, which is really nice. So you can layer either your foundation over top of this or a concealer, and it does well. But I like it because I'm definitely, I look awake. I appear that I'm awake. I've got my stuff more together than what I actually do. But anyways, for a concealer, this is one section, and I think the only section that I cannot decide. I love the NARS Radiant Concealer. I love the way that it wears on my skin. I love the way that it covers and it doesn't settle, it doesn't cake, and I have the option to set it or not to set it, which is that, and wear time is like my rex for concealer. I love this one, but on days, this is a little bit fuller coverage. On days that I don't need the fuller coverage, I do really I love this concealer, the Revlon Candid concealer, because this was my favorite last month, but is it new? And that's why it's my favorite. So I went back to my old favorite, and I was like, oh crap. No, I love them both, but they have a little bit different finish. Definitely right now because of my darkness and everything, I have been enjoying this, but the Revlon Candid concealer is still so good. I do really like that. Although I have to kind of build it up, and I have been going ham with the concealer. Yes, I am very well aware of that, but I've got some issues I'm trying to cover up. So there's that. I'm just going ham with it, but I love both of them. And again, it doesn't matter how I apply either of these. I'm obsessed with using a brush right now, but they both apply really well. And like I was saying, I really like a concealer to obviously cover, not separate or crease. Well, minimal creasing anyways. I expect creasing with my wrinkles and crinkles, but I expect minimal creasing and issues. Separating, I will not tolerate, but I love this concealer. It's so good. It blends so super quick. Okay, now we can get into the powder because yeah, it's still a little tacky, and I'm gotta go. But I do really love the MAC Skin Finish. I feel like it doesn't take away like the natural glow. Hopefully that's picking up on camera. Like, my skin still looks like skin. That is why I really love the foundation. And sometimes when you put a powder on top, it takes that away. And then now you look like you have makeup on. And I still feel like when I use this powder, when I do have to set it, I still feel like I look like I have natural skin. I don't feel like it looks super heavy and super makeup-y. Where'd that brush go? But I really feel like it does a really nice job, like as an addition to lighten the under eye. Because again, I don't want to wait around for this to kind of dry down. I don't have that time today. So, and I have never had this go super cakey on me either. So that's really, really nice. I still love this one. This is still a favorite. Quite a few repeats so far. we're going to change it up. Let's do eyebrows really quick. I still love the NYX eyebrow gel. This is waterproof. This is, I think, $6 or $7. I got mine at Ulta. You can use coupons, wait for sales kind of thing, or get it. I mean, most drugstores have NYX products. I haven't found it at Target, but I have a really small Target, so, I mean, there's that. But I love this stuff. There is 0.34 fluid ounces, which is a lot of product. I don't think I will ever get through this before it dries up or goes bad. This was recommended to me, and I absolutely love it. I have never gotten so many compliments on my eyebrows than I have wearing this brow product. And I have gotten a lot better at it. This was recommended to a friend, and I will, fingers crossed, remember to link her Instagram down below. She does makeup. Oh, excuse the noise upstairs. It is lunchtime. And my little people are getting snacks together. So there's that. But anyways, I really love this. I've never, like I said, I've never gotten so many compliments before. 2 people in Target have stopped me, and then a lady in Myers, which is like a super center. It's very similar to Walmart. I do love Myers. But this does not move. I have gone swimming with this, and I'm like, I have 4 kids, so obviously my face gets wet, and I was, you know, underwater and just splashing, having fun at the beach, and my eyebrows didn't move. I mean, my eyebrow hairs moved a little bit out of place, but it wasn't smeared, it wasn't all crazy, so I really, really love this. So when it says waterproof, it is. But it also is not hard to remove. So, still a favorite, still have been loving this. Okay, let's talk bronzer. I have very sadly not touched my Kelly contour palette because I tried this NARS bronzer. I have this in the shade Casino, and I cannot put this down. And when I use a different bronzer, I'm like, this is good, this is cool, but oh man, I missed using the NARS. I've actually like smoothed out the center of this. It's so good. I bought a backup. No judgment, right? And I've been doing this giant, kind of dual fiber brush, and I've just been very messily throwing this all over the face, and it's just so good. I love this tone. It's like, it's a warm bronzer, but it's not like orange warm. If I'm mistaken, please correct me in the comments, but I just feel like this is probably the best bronzer I've ever used that's been so natural. It does build, or you can go in kind of lighter handed. I have used this when I was not tanning. Well, I mean, in between tanning days. Because I really haven't stopped tanning, but I really just love this. It blends so quick, so easy, and there hasn't been a brush that I haven't used that I was like, oh, I don't think I'd like that. And this is the other thing. I've been bronzing my entire nose just like that instead of like the sides, and then I take whatever foundation is left on my sponge and I just tap down the center. This has been like a favorite technique, and it like contours my nose. It's weird, but whatever. That's what I've been doing. So I really love this. It, like I said, it blends beautifully. I love the tone. It's like a natural bronze. It's just, I can't describe it other than it's just that good. I love this. This was a Marshall's find. But you can find it wherever NARS is sold. That sounded like a commercial, but yeah. So for blush, okay, and I will go through this in the other video. I did kind of go back and forth. I wasn't sure if I still loved the Kelly Contour or Kelly Kissed palette because I do love that palette. I did reach for that quite a bit. But in my Ipsy Glam Bake Plus, they sent the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette, and I did decide on this solely because there are so many more options in here. In the Kelly Kissed palette is pretty much half highlighter and half blush. This is all blush. I love blush. I have a problem. But I love that I can mix whatever color I feel like. For the moment, there's 2 shimmer shades here and the rest of these are mattes, and I love this. There hasn't been a combination that I didn't like. Wow. Nope. I am going to use this pinky shade and then this peach shade down here, these two. And I just dip between the two of them, tap it off on my hand. And I love the combinations that I've gotten with this. I love the versatility of it, like I was saying. But I love the lasting power on it. Why is this not talked about? I mean, is this new? Is that why it's not talked about? I never did look into it, why it's not talked about. But I love this. I love this. If you are unsure on like what blush you should be using or what blush you might like, this is a great option because you get to, I mean, at least try a bunch of different tones and depths, but you can also, I mean, play and mix. And I'm going to go way overboard on the blush because I always do, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I didn't use like the 2 shimmers on their own. I definitely use them as like mix-ins, but they don't cling badly or poorly to my texture or pores on my cheeks here. And I've just done this in no highlight and been okay. It's seriously, this palette does retail for $20. Yeah, if you like face palettes, this is fantastic. Or if, like I said, if you didn't know what kind of blush you really wanted, you would not be disappointed picking this one up. Okay, for highlighter, oh, I went back and forth because I really love the Pixie highlighter, and while I can kind of go a little lighter handed, it still is pretty blingy. I did try 3 other highlighters. It was a month for kind of trying things. This Kevyn Kwan highlighter, this is the Neo highlighter. I went with this is my favorite because I can build this up to something that is blingy. It's not as blingy as a lot of highlighters out there, but for myself and my taste, this is that lit from within kind of look. And I have been loving this. And there is, you can, you know, just stay down here or in the middle, kind of pinkier, or this is more of a champagne. I like to do the whole bar. And I will show you what I mean because I do the whole bar and then it's just so absolutely natural on my skin. It is so natural, but I can build it up. So it can be a little bit more present, I guess. But when I tried this, I was like, you know, it's pretty and I still love my Pixie, but the more I used it, I'm like, this is more me. This is more my speed, I guess. I'm not even sure if that's like, if it's coming across correctly, but I am definitely somebody that really, really likes just the more like from within kind of thing. And I do feel like this is a little bit more texture friendly, if you will. I don't have to be careful with this. It does not misbehave. Does not misbehave. I love this. This is a great highlighter. I'm really happy to have this too. Okay, let's talk eyes. This is no surprise. My favorite eye primer is the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer in Nude. I still have to look at this when I talk about it. I don't know why I've used this. I mean, I have literally used a tube of this up before. This is about a little over halfway gone. I love this one. And in case this is your first time and you are not tired of hearing about it, I love this one because it does cover and it does not mess with the concealers and foundations or whatever else I put underneath it. It does not mess with it. Other primers I've found really do move my concealer around and it's not something I like to happen. I have veining and discoloration and allergies around my eye area, so I definitely need the coverage to kind of stay where it's at. But I also think it's really one of the best for like textured eyelids, and I don't know why it's not talked about more, but this is my favorite. It does dry down. I don't need to set it, so I love this. It's absolutely dirty and gross, but I use it every day. let's talk about the eyeshadow palette that has my heart this month. It's a new palette, but I got the Tarte out a couple times, and I used it a couple times this month, but I was like, oh, I really wish I just would have used the Luxe Diamond one. So this is it. I did a full video on this guy. This is the Lorac Luxe Diamond palette. I'm not even mad. I am not even mad this is a neutral palette. I'm not even mad that it's a favorite. I've used this so much. I can't say enough great things about it. We'll say that, because it's if you like warmer neutral kind of colors, you will love this. I don't have a lot of warm neutrals, and warm neutrals is kind of like a new thing for me. So for this was a really great buy. Was it $39? Right? I think it was worth it. But I am going to start off, and I'm going to go into the shade Posh here. I'm just going to take this in the crease really quick. I'm going for kind of a simple look for the day. Like I said, I had to refilm this video, and then I have to refilm the other video, so that I have content while I'm gone. We are trying to pack. We have to get to the store. I have, orientations tonight, so, Mama's busy, and yeah, we've had a lot to do today. So I am going for somewhat of a simpler look, but I can't stop putting this down. It's so good. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Lavish right here. This is a very well-loved shade. And I'm taking this on another fluffy brush. There is a little bit of kick up in pan, I will forewarn you. They are not a very hard pressed, shadow, but if you tap off the excess, you'll be fine. I've not gotten fallout with this. I have with like a shimmer shade using like my finger, but I mean it's a shimmer shade, and I do like have like luck with it just kind of brushing off my face with a big brush. So I love the palette, and I don't think there's been a shade or anything that's been kind of like iffy with me. I really like this palette. It's very neutral, and yes, I kind of do the same looks over and over again, but you know, I am a mom. I'm just a normal person. I mean, I'm not a professional or anything. I do what I know I like, I guess, with different colors. Sometimes they're different colors. Sometimes they're not. This palette has been really, really good to me. I kind of new to the Lorac formulas, and I love them. I mean, I have that guy back there, and I love it. I love them. I don't want them to sit out or sit with anybody else. I just want everybody to see. It's such a good palette. I'm kind of sad. This is a limited edition, and it kind of sucks, but whatever. What color do I want to go with? I think I want to go with Crystal today. Up here, it's kind of like a pinky, and I'm just using this on my finger just to kind of save a little bit of time. And the shades, I will show you in a minute, the ones that I have a little bit of fallout. The two right here, in the third row, Cushion Cut and Glamorous, they're a little bit, they've got the bigger chunks of glitter, and so I think that's why, I get a little bit more of the fallout, but with it being like the bigger glitter, that's why. Anyways, really, really love that. I think let's do something a little bit brighter. Let's do diamonds right here on the inner corner. Just kind of keeping it tight a little bit. Not too far out, but that's pretty. All right. Just kind of brush that off, and then I'm going to go in with Carrot right here. This is the matte shade, and I'm just going to take this in the brow bone up here, kind of lift it a little bit since I'm so tired. I'm going to take this a flat smudger brush. I'm going to go into the shade Posh that we used in the crease. Did we use that in the crease? I don't remember anymore. But anyways, I'm going to take this and just kind of run it along the lower lash line. I love the pinky nudes. I really, really do. I sat down with like my recent palettes and I was like, oh, I still love this palette so much. So I'm curious. I don't have any palettes planned for next month. Or do I? No, I think I do. I think I have one. And then obviously Ipsy usually sends one as well. And so I'm curious to see if I get a new one or if I'm going to stick with this, because I can see me sticking with this guy because it's that good. I'm going to take a fluffy brush here and just kind of blend that out a little bit more. All right. That is all that I'm going to do for the eyes. I haven't really been doing eyeliner this much. I haven't been doing eyeliner that much this month. Wow, that was a tongue twister. But I will say that I still love the Never Fail eyeliner by L'Oreal. This is the black one. I will say when I do eyeliner, it's just like my waterline, tight line. I don't know. I always get them confused. But just to thicken up my lash line, that's really all I've been doing. But I've been leaving the lower lash line just completely alone. Okay, so for mascara, I still really love the CoverGirl Exhibitionist. It is waterproof, and I'm kind of, oh man, it's really hard for me to say this, but the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions, just a little bit better. Just a little bit. Now that I've really worked with this for the past month and everything, I really, really like the way this one builds. But this is 2 coats and then no coat mascara. This is such a good mascara. I love the way it wears. But that is the mascara, both eyes. I love the way it wears. I love the way it applies, and it really does lengthen and thicken at the same time, and those are both great things, and it does wash off pretty nicely. So if you know me, that's like my thing. And actually, surprise, surprise, I do not have more than one lipstick or lip product to talk about other than the lip liner. I still love the MAC lip pencil and Boldy Bear. That is been my favorite still. I decided on one because I really haven't, other than like a lipstick or chapstick or like a lip balm, like balm that had no pigment or anything. The thing that I've been putting on my lips the most is the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine Glossy Fawn specifically. I actually grabbed a different a different tube of lipstick out of my purse and put it on. It's like, oh, this was not what I wanted. And it was an old favorite. It was the Bella Pierre, the Incognito. Great lipstick, but I like this one. This is, if you like lipsticks, but you like lip gloss too, that is the best way I can describe it. It's like a hybrid. It's like a lipstick, but it's like glossy and kind of soft and glossy, like a lip gloss. But I'm going to put this on and be right back. The last thing I want to talk about is setting spray, and I actually do have a favorite. My Ipsy got to me really, really late last month, and so I've been trying a lot of that out still as if it were like new this month, just to give it a fair shot. But this is the Pixie Glow Mist that I got last month in July. You do have to shake it up because there's like oil in here, so you gotta like mix it up. But I love this. And I will tell you what, I love a good setting spray. It really does have to be moisturizing, but this one is not only moisturizing, but it is just beautiful. I still really, really like the L'Oreal Lumi, the Shake and Glow Dew Mist. I think this one is a little bit more hydrating than that one. Both are beautiful. I think they're almost pretty comparable to each other, to be honest. But I love this. I think my makeup definitely does wear longer when I do use it. So I do love it. My hair is something else. I showered last night, and yeah, so I kind of just messed up the rest of my hair. So we are going with messy hair day on purpose. But anyways, that is my video for August favorites. What were your August favorites? Did you have any returns, repeats from last month? Because some of this didn't change at all, and I don't foresee it changing either. Especially the foundation. The foundation is just so good, and I think I have like concealers locked down. They're good concealers, and I don't think I'm gonna switch them out. I'm really, really hard when it comes to foundation and concealers, and I love the ones that I have right here in front of me. So, but definitely start a conversation down in the comment section. I hope everybody has an amazing weekend. I will see everybody in the next video. Bye.